Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm King POSH, and today we're looking at this 2013 Ford Shelby GT500. This is my rear-wheel drive drift tune, and this is my share code. Got it? Great. Someone asked me if my all-wheel drive drift tune could go onto a rear-wheel drive car, and I said yes and no. It's a little bit more complicated than that. So here we are. I made a tune for you guys. This thing's an A-Class A800 with 1,307 horsepower. Let's get into this build and show you guys what I've done to this thing. And I mean, it looks completely stock. Alright? But yeah, we've got a 7.7 liter V12 pushing all that power and torque and staying in the A-Class range. The reason we're staying in the A-Class range is because, well, the majority of people that are in open drift lobbies for A-Class are rear-wheel drive. So that's why we're there. Either way, stock drivetrain. Alright, and a twin turbo for all that glorious power. Alright, you can tell there's nothing in the front, nothing in the rear. I didn't need the big spoiler back there. Just leave it looking stock as normal, alright? Especially in all this stuff too. I didn't put any of this stuff on there. I noticed you can still stay in the A-Class range by putting these on here. The only reason I have it on this one, in case you want some paint jobs on this car, and some paint jobs just don't work with these add-ons. So, you know, that's what we did there. Alright, we have a stock tire compound. Alright, 285s in the front, so maxed out. And 285s in the rear, so they match both the front and the rear. Okay, here's what the original rims look like. Okay, I just gave it a slight upgrade with the Wed Sport TC105Ns. They're carbon fiber. Okay, got 20-inch rims in the front, and to match that, we got 20-inch rims in the rear. Okay, here we just got the stock front track width. Alright, I think that's plenty. Alright, you don't need them sticking way out there. Alright, like an eyesore. I mean, that is just sickening. You know, this works good. This isn't. You know, this just looks good. Alright, so we did that. Alright, and then this is maxed out as well. Seems how really isn't that much of a change, and it's not sticking out like an eyesore. Okay. And then we got a stock clutch. 10-speed transmission to handle all that glorious power. Drift differential. Could have just said and a drift differential. Doesn't matter. Moving on. Okay, and we got race brakes on here, so you can stop this beast. It's got drift springs and dampeners. Race anti-roll bars for the front and rear, both raced. Okay. It's got a sport chassis reinforcement roll cage. Okay. And it's just a stock weight reduction. Alright, we can't save 772 pounds. Alright, it would take me up to an S1 class. Let's leave it in the A range for you guys. Alright, with all that power. Alright, and of course it's got all this on here, all the way through. Alright, and it's got the anti-lag, so it's got the, you know, the nice flames. Alright. And just a stock flywheel. And that's the build to keep this thing in the A800 range. Alright, great. Let's move on, show you guys this tune. Alright, so it's a little wild. We got 55 PSI in the front and only 15 PSI in the rear. I tested this thing for hours on end. Tried different things to it. And this seemed to be the best tire setup. Alright, here is the gearing. You can tell it's pretty wild itself. Alright, find a gear and use it. Probably be using third, fourth. Alright, gear. And you have all these ones here, and then you have a nice high speed to give you that 241.5 miles per hour. I had to have it perfect. Alright, it couldn't be 241.3 or 0.8. It had to be a 0.5 or a 0.0. So that's where I was able to find the 0.5, and I was happy with it. Alright, here's the alignment. It is completely wild and not like my all-wheel drive. You can't just throw an all-wheel drive on a rear-wheel drive. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. it wouldn't have worked on this one from the all-wheel drive. So it had to be retuned. And this is what I came up with, and it gives you a great top speed. It's easy to drive, etc., etc. Even though it's called KP Extreme Drift, don't worry, it's not that extreme. Though it's got 1,300 horsepower and, you know, an A-class. But other than that, springs 955 and 935.9. Ride height as low as you can go is 5.6. Dampening is 20/20, 1 and 1. No downforce to worry about. Brakes are just 50 and 100. And then differentials 21% acceleration and 0% deceleration. Instead of 21% and 100%, I went with 0%. All right. This is the magic number right there. Either way, and that's the tune, and that's the build, and that's everything for the 2013 Ford Mustang GT500. And yeah, it's a beautiful Shelby. Let's get into it. Let's go. Takes off no problem. As you can tell, it drives pretty straight. It's got the perfect gears to get you through any track you're going to be running through when you're on A-class. You know, you'll be able to go through like Cathedral and whatnot with ease with this thing. You got plenty of gears to play with. It's got a straight build on there, so don't mind the KP Extreme Drift file name. It's just a name, just to stand out. That's why I use it. People are like, oh, Extreme. Oh, I got to try that out, you know. But it's pretty normal. She's got a lot of power. There's a 40 with it. With redlining it. Let's get that. There you go. Now you can see that power just popping up there. And I showed a video way back of how to get that to pop up and get rid of Anna in the corner. You have to look that up. It's right beside the video of how do you like tunes and how you like paint jobs. I did those two videos the same day. But like I said, this thing does drive, you know, straight. Alright, so it is really easy to drive and really easy to drift. Alright, so if you're looking for, you know, a car with a lot of power, staying in the A-class range and still can drift, it's almost like, you know, almost like a completely stock car. You just like take it out from the dealership, drive it down the road, and like, hey, there's a drift track over there. Let's go sideways with it and see how it does. It's exactly why I tuned it like this. So you can tell, very easy to drive, but it is also extremely drift tuned. And it's got good race brakes on there. And yeah, super fun. It's got a little gauge in there. If you never noticed, there's a gauge in the middle of the instrument panel right there that has, you know, G-force. Pretty cool. I like that. But it's, yeah, it's super, super easy to drive. All right, you get on it, on the corners. You know, that talon's going to, you know, give out. But, it's fun. It handles very well for being drift tuned. Yeah, I like this thing. And it's fast. It's fast, it stops with ease, it's easy to drive, easy to drift, it's easy to spin out, it's easy to spin tire. Yeah, I like this thing. Can we, yeah, there we go. We can sit and do burnouts if we need to. Yeah, this thing's great. So, you're looking for a phenomenal rear-wheel drive drift tune for the Shelby GT500. This car could be the one. Well, hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely hit that like button, and I'll catch you guys next time. Stay sideways, my friends.